Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot. I have been hankering to get back into this game since we played for the first part. I was currently in the middle of editing part 4 of the Spyro Let's Play, but I just couldn't wait to get into this once again. So we're just starting off strong with Up the Creek. If you guys have been enjoying these so far, by the way, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video or even subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. It really does help me grow. Helps me reach a broader audience. We are in the first level of the second island. And I'm honestly kind of dreading Ripperoo. Ripperoo, I believe, is the next level. I believe it's our second boss. Ripperoo can be a bit of a pain to get the hang of, but once you get the pattern down, it's not too bad. They just kind of throw you off a little bit with one of the explosions. You guys will see what I mean when we get there. I mean, the piranha plants too. They're always kind of terrifying. Alright, we need to come back down here. This is the part where we jump in this crate. Oh, hold on. There we go, now it's safe. I'm always just a little bit too hasty on that bit. Uh-oh. Once again, I was just a tiny bit too hasty. I have been thoroughly enjoying going back through some of these nostalgic childhood games. Once again. There we go. That time I made it. There's just so many games. There's just so many games that I would love to get around to going through again, but there's also a bunch of new stuff. It's usually really hard for me to balance going through old stuff and going through new stuff. Although I suppose my mind's kind of made up for me to some degree. With the way my finances are right now, I don't know if I can afford many new games. Honestly, I'm kind of cool with that because there's just so many games in all of our backlogs. The jumping was a bit weird there. I do think the frame rate has affected the jump a little. I'm not fully used to the way it's feeling right now. Seems like extra snappy. We're absolutely thrashing these levels, though. Careful. Sometimes you really gotta watch out for those leaves. You really gotta take your time. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last episode or not, but I was wondering what you guys would want me to play once I'm done with Crash and Spyro. I'm really interested in your suggestions. One of the games that I was kind of thinking of is Assassin's Creed. Just because it's been so long since I properly went through Assassin's Creed. Okay, he's doing the triangle pattern. Oh wait, I hit that way too early. You gotta wait for these TNT blocks to start flowing down the river. Like that. And just hope that he's in the way when it explodes. I keep doing it too early. Too early again. Alright, bear with me. We'll do this left side, but we'll wait till it starts moving. Too early. Not good with timing, am I? Alright, so what you're supposed to do here is essentially hit these TNT crates right as they're about to start moving, and then hope that he's in the way when they explode, and you kind of catch him off guard. Okay, I suppose you can do it this way too, so you don't have to wait for them to start moving. This one a plus pattern? Kinda seems like it. Alright, we're trying to hit him at the bottom. Actually, this might work. No, too early. Oh no, I got him. Never mind. Sometimes timing these correctly is a bit tough. Well, that was a fail. Oh shoot, I got him. I honestly didn't expect that one to hit him. Goodbye, Ripperoo. Go back to the asylum where you came from. The Lost City. Oh shoot, is this one that I always struggle with? I have a strange feeling that this is the one that I always struggle with. Oh wait, yeah, because we have to do this one without dying. And we may as well do it on the first go around. Just so we don't have to come back later. Alright, well if I die, like a whole bunch, I'll just try and splice together the runs a little bit. Is there a crate back here? There's some of these where there's like a hidden crate. There's no such thing. This level is a bit of a tough one, trying to do without dying. We'll get there though. Pretty sure there was a secret exclamation mark box behind there. Uh-oh. No. Are you kidding? That sucks. Alright, I'll see you guys when I get back here. I honestly did not expect to fail this level that quickly. Don't think I've failed that early in a long time. Alright, we got it this time. No need to worry, we've got this. So far, this is only our second attempt. Hopefully we don't need many more. I say as I almost get pushed off the edge. Oh shoot, there better not be a box up there. I'll find out when I get to the end, I suppose. We got our second embryo head. I do kind of just remember the timing for these platforms, which is an added benefit for sure. Though there's a part towards the end, I believe. It's like a second part that's similar to this. that even though I can remember the timing, I still always screw up somehow. I have a habit of jumping too early. Kinda like that. Wait, there's our third head. Uh-oh. Thank the heavens that we had Aku Aku. You're allowed to get hit, you're just not allowed to die. Thankfully, bonus stages don't count. You can do bonus stages and still die, as long as you die in the bonus stage. Hopefully this doesn't take us too many tries. You guys don't know what you get for doing this without dying. You will see towards the end. There'll be something a little special in this level. It's something that will help us well on our way to 100% completion. Or is it like 107% in this game? It's something weird like that. Okay, the patterns of these are a bit strange. That's the one. Wait that guy out. You jump on him too early, you can't get that box. Which is just bad news all around. Sometimes spinning those lizards too, they like knock you off the edge. I don't know if it's just the red ones or if the green ones do it too. They're a bit risky. They really went overboard with the Wumpa crates here. You gotta love it though, collecting Wumpa fruit is awesome. It's almost as satisfying as collecting gems in Spyro. Just with a little less purpose. I like Spyro, especially when you get to like Spyro 2 and 3. They definitely give gems a lot more purpose. This is a similar situation to that other box. There we go, we nailed that one. Second try. I believe I only had to do one cut there. And it was right at the start. So for doing that one without dying, we get a green gem, which unlocks a secret path in another level. And towards the end, oh shoot, I failed that one instantly. It unlocks a secret path in another level, and then towards the end, there's like a great hall that you have to traverse. And you can only do so if you have all of the gems in the game, including the color gems. Wait, I think I just failed it again too. I'm pretty sure there's like an embryo in these crates. I suppose this one's gonna take us a couple tries. If you have an enemy break crates for you, sometimes it doesn't give you like the items. Never knew if that was a bug or an intended feature. I would assume it's intended, because these games are pretty brutal. Like by design. Okay, I guess I was wrong about the embryo head. Maybe it's another level. There's another level that's similar to this one. And I know it probably irks you guys that I'm not getting all of the Wumpa fruit. There's just no need to get all of it, unfortunately. I'm gonna wait for him to come back. I really want to play it safer now that we're this far through. I am interested in knowing what you guys' favorite Crash game is. I know that there's gonna be a few of you that probably have some controversial Crash games, like Crash of the Titans or something to that regard. But I'm genuinely interested. Kind of like all Crash games for their own reasons. There's obviously ones I prefer more than others, but overall I just love Crash Bandicoot. I also can't remember if there's anything on this path to the right that we're gonna need. So there is this. There's nothing secret here. Is there a box there? There is. Okay, there's 3 wooden boxes in this bridge that were completely invisible. The only indicator that there's a bridge there is the Wumpa fruit that are over it. I remember completely looking over that when I was younger. I don't think I ever truly got like 100% until I was a little bit older. I would completely miss like the little paths like that and spend like hours searching, only to never find them. Oh, I do love my little orange marsupial friend though. Its design is just so iconic. I have always wondered what this would have been like if they kept the original Willy the Wombat design and name. Would it have been as iconic? Road to nowhere. Alright, I'm gonna do a save real quick. There we go, we're 32% through already. Right now, I can't remember if it was Road to Nowhere or the other one, but one of these levels I despise with every inch of my being. Then the other one isn't too bad. You guys will see why I despise it probably very soon. Or maybe I'll leave it till a little bit later. I have no idea why I spun those. My brain palace just told me to. It was like, spin the TNT. The viewers want to see it. The viewers want to see me be tortured. Yes. Yes, you do. I know you do. Oh, there's my phone. So far, so good, though. Oh wait, this one's a gem pass. It must be the other one then, because I don't remember the hard one having a gem pass. Might be a case of the other one is where you get the gem. For this level. Alright, I'll wait for him to come back. Honestly, that was a lot closer than I would have preferred. Nine crates. Oh, damn it. These always crush me. I am not great at these. Are there any boxes? No. Thought there might be a box up there. Is that everything? Yep, that's everything. Alright, Turtle Boy. That reminds me, did you guys see that they finally revealed that Ninja Turtles game? At Summer Game Fest? 31 out of 42, that sucks ass. Alright, we'll definitely be coming back to that level then. Boulder Dash. You gotta love the Boulder Dash levels, they're just so iconic. They were so iconic that they continued to do them. I believe Crash 2 has a few. It even has one with like a polar bear. And then Crash 3 went overboard and was like, yo, you know what's better than polar bears? Dinosaurs. Which for all of my fellow autists out there, dinosaurs are pog. Listen, you sound like a Twitch streamer. Those that don't know, I do actually stream on Twitch and here on this YouTube channel. If you're interested at all, you can find my live streams in the live tab of this channel. Or you can find me live over at twitch.tv/LianaHG. Shameless self-plug there. Here's a perfect opportunity too. You can't deny. This is another Boulder level that we're gonna finish first try. Now that I've said that, I'm probably gonna die to something stupid. I do know that a lot of people have issues with where the camera is placed on these levels. It's like just a little bit too close to crash. Which I can see that for sure. Makes it really hard to know what's coming up next. But I do find that I don't really have that issue. I don't really have that issue with the first game. It's not until I believe the third game that I start having that issue. Wait, you're missing a level in there. When does that unlock? I'm not sure. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to go to the bathroom really quick. So we're on to Sunset Vista. Also, I'm not sure when that extra level unlocks. I believe it might be when we finish this island. Let's just go back. Or it might be from the gem path. That's probably what it is. This game does love to do... How did that happen? I was spinning. This game does love to do goofy stuff like that. I'm not sure if this level also has a gem for not dying. I don't think it does. Don't think we get another one of those for a little while. Just so you guys know, as long as you're spinning when you go through the bats, most of the time you should be okay. Although spinning these guys is not always the best idea. Oh yeah, this level's a lot tougher than the other one, actually. Just in general. It's just some of the awkward jumps. They always throw me off. Like this. I prefer to just play it careful. I honestly didn't know Aku Aku was in there. I just thought I'd check. That was good to know. Right, we're gonna wait this out. I do not want to be too hasty here. I do also want to apologize to you guys for my commentary, especially in the first episode of Crash, but also the third episode of Spyro, I believe. My commentary isn't the best at the best of times, but I was just completely out of it for those two recordings. I wasn't feeling too good and life was getting me down. Just some life troubles. I'm feeling pretty good today. I decided to hop into this whilst editing Spyro. By the time you guys are watching this, obviously part 1 of Crash will already be out. So I'll have fully decided, but I wasn't entirely sure when I was going to post the first episode. Whether it was going to be after Spyro 1 or if I kind of intermingle Crash and Spyro videos. I believe what I'm going to try and go for is intermingle Crash and Spyro together. Just kind of like alternate between the two. Oh shoot, this is the path I was talking about earlier. Remember I said there was one that was similar in that other level, and I always screw up the timing. It's this part right here. I always screw up the timing and then I end up falling down and landing on that fire. Right there. That's a really rough jump. It's just like ever so slightly out of reach if you time it badly. Wait, where's the... Oh, it's right here. The number of times I have missed that crate up there. And if you guys didn't see that, look, it's right there. Above the camera. The number of times I missed that one is crazy. Although I do have to say it's not as bad as Crash 4. Crash 4, they went way too wild with the box locations. You wound up playing with the charm. Oh my god. They wound up playing with the charm that like hidden boxes have in the Crash games, and we're just like, you know what? Let's make it impossible to find. You guys will see when we eventually get around to Crash 4. I'm not sure when it'll be. I'll probably take a break after the first 3 games. My reason towards taking a break before doing Crash 4 is just... it is a pretty tough game to 100%. I don't think I've done it as of yet. I've come close. I've come very close, but I've never achieved true completion in that one. But the plan is, if I do it for YouTube, or Twitch, or 99 lives already. If I do it for YouTube or Twitch, the plan would be to properly do 100%. There we go, at 3 cortexes. I'm just gonna wait this out. Better to be careful. Now, Cortex's levels are a little bit similar to Embryos, but they kind of jump things up to 200 in terms of difficulty. Sometimes they can be pretty tough. That was not too bad. And you do get a key from Cortex there. At least I think it's a key. It didn't say on the pause menu. I think it was. Oh, I do struggle with the timing on this one too. Hey, what is this level? Oh, it's a standard bonus. I'm just gonna run past. Not too shabby. Oh no, more of these jumps. I'm pretty sure that flame to the bottom left there, I always end up falling into as well. Nailed it. Oh, that was lucky. Please don't be any more of those. I hate those. Can we do it? Are we safe? Do I ever have to do this level again? Please say these are the last boxes. Thank the Lord. Thank the heavens. Our Lord and Savior, Crash Bandicoot. And the key in Sunset Villa. See, I knew it was a key. It didn't show up in the pause menu. Koala Kong. Isn't this the one where he, like, throws stuff at you? I think it is. Oh wait, no, that other level was there too. Okay, we'll do that level after this boss fight. So it was that you had to beat the island. You guys see him twerk? This guy loves to twerk. I can never remember if he throw these in a set path or not. Or if he actually tracks you. I think he tracks you a little. Damn it. I hit the minecart. That was not ideal. Get him to start early. Now you have to wait till he's at the center. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. What on earth just happened there? Oh, another TNT came down, that was it. If I recall correctly, in Crash 3, there's actually a cheese for one of the boss fights. You just, like, stand in the corner. And when they did the Sane Trilogy, they made the audience members... It's in, like, a coliseum. They made the audience members throw cheese at you. You can still do it, I believe. Defeat Koala Kong. Koala conked. He's conked out. Wait, there are actually 4 islands. I might have been mistaken last video, where I said there were only 3. Whole hog. Well, I guess this episode, we're going for the whole hog. We're on Hog Watch. Can't remember how tough this one is. Don't believe this one's too bad. Oof, that was a bad jump. The fact that we maxed out our lives this early, though, is crazy. I kind of forgot that it was that easy to get lives. Oh no, not the hogs. As I said last time, those are a pain to go past sometimes. The hitboxes are weird. And the timing of those guys, too. Look at us nailing these. Only took 2 tries. I believe the last one took us 2 tries as well. Holy cow, we're almost at 50%. I do believe, though... I believe we kind of got everything that we can get currently. There is one level with a green gem that we unlocked, but I think I'll leave that till next time. So if you guys enjoyed this video and are enjoying the series so far, please give the video a like. And maybe consider subscribing whilst you're down there. It really does help me grow. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.